tuning in to another episode today. We're going to do a complete review of 4 action cameras we've recently got to test out. We just took a trip up to New York, put some really big fish in our nets, and we got some really good shots. And today we're going to break down these 4 cameras, what we do like and what we don't like with them. Here is the Sony FDR X3000. This camera is sweet. It's far different than any other camera, not just by the way it looks and design, but the quality of it. There's a stabilizer built into this thing, so as you're landing a fish or moving around, it's super smooth, almost gimbal-like, only not that still. But it's a very good sensor in this thing. The quality, especially in low light situations, is very, very good. Tons of settings. You can really go in and change a lot of different settings in this camera, far more than most. 2 things I did not like about it: it does not have a screen. Not a big deal for me. Some people like seeing what they're aiming at. The biggest problem though was fog. We were having a lot of fog in this housing, and it ruined a lot of really good shots. But I'm sure we could solve that by putting a anti-fog patch or something inside this housing. Another problem we did not like about the Sony FDR is it did not come with all the attachments and mounts needed to fit onto our nets. It's very easy, very cheap to buy the components to make it compatible with our nets, but out of the box it did not come with a buckle mount, the slide mount, or the threaded adapter mount that goes into your typical tripod mounts. So both of these would have to be purchased separately. Every other camera usually comes with the buckle mounts that are compatible with our net. But all around, this camera is very strong. It shoots in 4K, 60 frames per second. The picture quality is extremely good. All around, this is an awesome camera. We really recommend it. The price is about $400. It's right there around the top of the line. So the next camera is the GoPro Session. This is the new 5 awesome camera. This thing's got voice activation, very small, compact design, probably the smallest action camera out there. I really love this camera. The best part about it is it's got this 1 button click on the top. Very similar to the Sony FDR, also has the 1 click start recording on top. But this camera is super easy. You can click it one-handed. It's such a small, compact design, one-handed as you're landing. Quality is extremely good. The 4K, 60 frames per second is fantastic. The pictures are very good too. I don't use them enough. We usually go back with the app on the GoPro, like our last video we released, where we'll still a frame of that video and take a still picture of that video, so that way we're getting a video and a picture of every fish. We have not done that with the Sony FDR yet, but the GoPros work fantastic. One thing I really don't like about the Sessions is there's no external battery. You got 1 shot with this thing. Alright, so the third camera is the Geek Cam. And this was the biggest test for us, is with this Geek Cam. There's not many reviews out there on it, and in fact there's so many action cameras on Amazon now for under $100. We went through, we were trying to find a really cheap, affordable camera for most people, and there was hundreds. We didn't know which one to choose from. We read some reviews, we liked the name, we liked the ability to change the colors on these Geek Cams. They've got green, blue, orange, red. So we just grabbed an orange one and we put this thing through the test. As we were in New York, we shot most of our footage on this thing because we really wanted to test out what a it's like $79 action camera can do. This camera's sweet. For the price, this camera is worth every penny. What I really like about this camera is it comes with a ton of accessories. There's a ton of different mounts in the box. It comes ready to use with our nets, with the buckle mount. It's got an LCD screen in the back so you can see what you're recording. Shoots 4K, 60 frames per second. Very quality. We got some really good shots with this camera. It's very affordable. That's probably the #1 thing we liked about it. It does not really compete with the GoPro and definitely not the Sony FDR on movement, on action shots. It's very hard to grab a still image with this camera because there's a lot of blurriness, a lot of motion in those pictures in each frame. All around, the 4K 60 frames per second was a little too shaky for us. Still good quality, but hard to grab a still image from it. All around, the Geek Cam is a great choice. All right, so the fourth camera is actually not a camera at all. It's a phone. Everybody's got one. I mean, we demoed the iPhone, and then we also demoed the new Android. Both waterproof, water resistant, they say. And I've submerged my iPhone 7 underwater many times. Trust me, it works. You don't have to worry. There's so many people say they don't want to put their phone underwater. I get it. It's kind of risky. You've got a lot of info on here. Your whole life revolves around your phone. But I can guarantee the iPhone 7, you're good, especially for our mount. Landing a fish, taking a picture beside the water, you're perfectly fine. And you can definitely get those underwater release shots with the iPhone. Honestly, this right here is my go-to. This is probably the highest quality, shoots in 4K, extremely good quality. Very easy to edit, very easy to go ahead and upload on social media. It's all right there. I love this. This thing worked great. Two things I don't like about it. They make several different mounts for your phone. This right here is a spring-loaded mount. It works very good, but I don't trust leaving my phone in it all day as I'm backpacking, moving around. You could bump this thing and it could come off. The action cameras, you don't have to ever worry about losing it walking through the woods and stuff. That thing is solid built on there. Now they make another mount that screws on and it's tighter, and we have a few of our ambassadors and pro staff guys demoing that out for us now, and we assume it would work a lot better than the spring-loaded one. But again, I wouldn't leave my phone on here all day because I don't want to take a chance of losing it or dropping it in the water when you're not paying attention or you least expect it. A lot of people have it aimed out to the side, and as they pick the fish up over here, they're missing the whole frame. So tilt this thing over just a little bit, you know, get your camera, get the net in the middle of the view. That way when you pick it up, that fish is going to be in the frame the whole time. All around, the iPhone 7 performed incredibly. We highly recommend it. So here we go. We're going to break down and show you side by side. We're going to do the Geek Cam and the Sony FDR beside each other, and then we're going to show you the iPhone and the GoPro Session beside each other. So thank you guys for tuning in again today. We hope this helps. We hope you guys take in consideration our opinion on these action cameras. There's so many out there. Hopefully in the future we'll get a review, a few more for you. The Garmin's are incredible. The SJ cams are great cameras. Maybe we'll even do the new Androids beside those. So stay tuned. We'll do some more reviews for you. If you've got a camera you recommend with our nets, please let us know and we'll do a review with you. So thanks again. Tune in next time. Follow the links below and check out our website. Tight lines.